Do you have any signatures coming? No. What have you got?
Just got animals and I have. I've never got around to it. I'm kind of glad I did.
Just doing chicken shit.
Yeah, I'm just kind of glad that I did it.
Yeah.
Sort of, I don't know.
Sorry. Someone ring her halfway through the interview and we'll find out.
I can't guarantee that probably someone might not.
Hey guys, Dando here for On The Scene. Now I am joined by the woman who, although she's mostly known for fronting at Magic Dirt, she now has her own solo stuff coming out. She's just released her second solo album, this little beauty right here, All Day Venus. The new single is Trust Is Rust, and she's kicking off her tour tonight here in Geelong, where it all started at the Barn Club. Of course, talking about ADALITA. How you doing?
Good, Dando.
Thanks for doing this for me.
Yeah, no worries.
Is there a reason you chose Geelong to kick off the tour?
I don't know. I didn't actually choose it. Just happened that way. And I kind of realised, I don't know, just recently, the BC is the first show.
Yeah.
It's like, that's so good because it's my hometown, and you know, we arrived today, and it was just like, I haven't been here in years,
really?
But yeah, like years. But all the feelings come flooding back, all the memories, just got a big grin on my face. I'm just so rapt to be here, and you know, I've seen Dodsey and you know the owner and everyone, and yeah, it just feels great. I love being here.
I watched an interview you did a couple of years back where you said you and Dean came down and used to wear green cardigans or something.
Yeah, we sure did. Yeah, I had the specs on like I do now. Green cardi, just you know, finish me uni for the day. Come down and see local bands like Supergrass, Goosties, Warped, you know, She Freak, Bored. You know, and then like bigger bands like Splatterheads and stuff like that. We'd just be like up the front, no matter who, you know, Amber Fear, Seaweed Gorillas, you know, all the Geelong bands, and there was heaps of them. And yeah, we just, you know, be up the front and just bopping away to pretty much everything.
Can you remember the first gig you ever came to here?
It would have been one of those, like, I remember the Goosties show where I sang Basil, which was like a big hit locally, and they asked me to come up and sing on stage. And I was really like, you know, meek and mild, and I grabbed the mic and started screaming like, Basil! And just like getting on the ground, and Dean was like, oh my God.
She can do it.
What's happened? That was like pretty early on, one of my sort of first memories. But I remember seeing like Mudhoney and Dinosaur Jr. and bands like that here.
I was only like 2 or 3 at that point. Can you like describe the Geelong scene at that point in time?
Yeah, it was pretty incredible. There was, as I said, there was so many bands. Like every person was in a band. Your friend, you know, there was no one that wasn't in a band pretty much, and it was very incestuous. And you know, there were bands every weekend. You know, it was packed to the ceiling. I remember riots. You know, the cops would come and check for underages and stuff like that, and then the bands would have to stop playing. Then everyone would just go apeshit, just like rah, just riot. And there were punks and hippies and surfers and nerds and you know all the black sheep of the families, all the dysfunctional youth, all the people, all the outsiders, plus just people that loved music would just come and hang out here. Skaters, you know, just everyone, you know. And you know, I guess there wasn't that many chicks, but there was enough, you know, to balance out the dudes. But everyone was really respectful of each other and looked after each other, and it was a real community. And I don't know, it was just an incredible time for music, and you know, lots of international bands came in, and it was just the place to play, even more so than Melbourne, in sort of that late 80s, early 90s into the mid 90s.
It's mostly like acoustic folk stuff these days. What was like the genre back then? Mostly grunge, obviously.
It was loud. It was punk rock. You know, so you know, I wasn't here for the Dirty Lovers kind of period, and I know there was a lot of underground, like real garagey, and a lot of punk and rock stuff. So that sort of came out of the late 80s into the early 90s. So it was very loud. Lots of metal, punk, thrash, hardcore, you know, indie, old sort of stuff. Yeah, just really guitar based and just really melodic and loud. And yeah, you had to be loud pretty much. Yeah, there was not really that many soft bands at all. And if there were, we still liked them. You know, it was cool stuff. Everyone was doing really interesting stuff, and yeah, it was loud.
There was a period like 12 months ago where a lot of people were reporting like Geelong scene's dead. There's no venues anymore. Even though the Barn Club and places like that were still going. Why do you think this was? Because now it's just thriving. There's a lot of bands coming through. They're all sort of friends again.
Yeah, I guess there was a time when everything went dead and the big heroin wave hit Geelong. So and, you know, everything just got flattened, and it sorted out. I don't know, just did its thing.
Yeah.
And so there was this real dive, this real lull, and then I'm not sure, I wasn't here for the time when it sort of came back. And then there's bands now like King Gizzard, and they're doing really well. And
they won like $50,000 the other day.
They won it. Yeah, they won a grant. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. But yeah, I mean, I haven't been around the scene, been in Melbourne, so I don't know how it's going. But yeah, I'm glad the Barn Club's still here. It seems to be, it's just the same. You know, the curtains changed a bit, but everything else is just the same.
Windows still the original windows.
Yeah, but it's a great venue to play because the stage is great, and when you get the punters in there, they're a real music loving public, so they're really appreciative and really dedicated to the music. And there's something in the water down here. Everyone's a bit, you know, something real or something a bit harder edged or something. Yeah. You know, can't quite put your finger on.
If we just say King Gizzard won 50 grand, what's the best thing you've ever won because of music?
Oh, because of music. Well, I won the Air Award for Best Independent Album, like for the first record. That was pretty amazing because Magic Dirt have been nominated many times. The Arias never won anything. Yeah, so we got nominated for heaps and heaps of awards, and you know, I know it's not Magic Dirt, but I feel like I was sort of, this is for the boys too. Like finally, like you win something for making music. So it kind of felt like, you know, even though it wasn't, but it kind of felt pretty significant. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, and being nominated for the AMP award was pretty amazing. Yeah.
It was really because of Dean that you made this sort of thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Do you? Is it weird being a soloist? Does it feel weird being solo now? I'm getting more used to it. You've got the band now with you.
Yeah, I got the band. Yeah, and it's really nice to kind of, you know, have a band. And I wasn't prepared for how sort of easy it was going to be. You know, I was a bit reluctant. Like maybe a year ago, I just couldn't really fathom it. I was a bit anxious and a bit maybe had a bit of a wall up, not to others, just to myself. I couldn't quite sort of picture it, but it's been a really easy transition, and I think, you know, it's got a lot to do with the other musos. They're, you know, really amazing people. So yeah, it's been cool, but it was hard at the start, just being solo. Like that was really confronting. Like I could barely do it. So
do you think when you made the first one, you were sort of looking for people to ask questions for advice on what you're doing? Was that the big thing? You were just missing people? Yeah. So I kind of, because I was missing people, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't ask. I don't want to bother anyone. I'll just work it out myself. I know, but I kind of was like, I'll work it out myself. So I kept retreating into myself, and I think that's why it's taken a little bit to come back out and to start bringing people in and getting advice and bouncing ideas off. And it's just taken a little bit to kind of get back into that collaborative sort of mode, because after Magic Dirt, it's like losing your family in a way, even though they're still there and we're together. Like we're still connected, but we're not playing. We're not functioning as a live band, touring band. So it's like, you just lose your family and you've got to start another one. So I feel like I'm sort of this kind of stepchild.
Just sort of adopted out kind of thing. But but no, it feels good.
Do you still get people like screaming out for Magic Dirt songs during your solo shows?
I don't. I never have.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Because
anything
can happen with that stuff. Do you want to sort of separate
the two? Like you would, wouldn't
Well,
you?
it can go a bit awry. I was kind of, the pessimistic part of me was thinking that people just wouldn't get it or like it or think that. I even thought that I was. I even felt like I was kind of betraying Magic Dirt, you know, like
For
there was
what
this
reason?
torn... No, it's my own thing, I can't describe it. But it's, for me, it's a very profound break, you know, so I felt a bit of guilt, you know, like, I'm over here doing my thing while Magic Dirt's doing nothing, you know, for obvious reasons. Well, like, it'll never happen again because we've lost Dean, so... But it just felt a bit weird, but, you know, that's part of it, it's just part of life. Sometimes you feel weird about your decisions and how things go.
Do you say you play the Magic Dirt songs during your solo shows?
I do. On my last tour, I was doing like some B-sides that I really loved, and then some stuff off our last record, Full of Rope, which was off Girl. Yeah, so I think there's some Magic Dirt songs that fit really well in the solo thing, and yeah, I'll definitely continue to try and bring them in when it feels right and when they're sort of floating in my atmos. Yeah, so yeah, totally. Yeah.
This isn't the first gig you played in Geelong in the last couple of weeks. You played Dance in the Stadium a couple of weeks ago.
Show for
How
Casey.
was that show?
Yeah, oh, it was unbelievable. Yeah, really great. It was such a great day and great to see everyone supporting Casey.
So many good artists playing that day.
It was incredible, yeah, just everyone that came out and just did it, you know, off the bat, you know, just to help Casey out. It really was like a top-notch day, yeah. And I met Casey and, you know, we had a little chat and he's so amazing, yeah. So, yeah, that was really incredible to do.
What would be the most fulfilling moment of your music career?
Oh, well, there's been heaps, I mean... yeah, I feel really lucky all the time, but just things like Paul Kelly supporting me in the solo thing and asking me to play at his show, you know, that was like pretty intense. Like
he's a king.
Yeah, like, you know, he's world famous and he's an icon and he's an incredible artist, and to be asked by him to support him, it's like, how did I get here? Which is pretty sort of pinch worthy, you know. It's just.
I'm sure Laura Jean feel the same way playing with you.
Oh no, but you know, it's just just things like that have just been, you know, pretty mind blowing. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this album. It's how many tracks? I'm trying to count.
It's 12.
12 tracks.
Yeah.
Was there many tracks you left off?
No, but there's too many tracks on there. I tried to leave some off, but I couldn't.
Why not?
I wanted to have 10 songs, but anyway, yeah, I think I did it right. Yeah.
Can you tell us the 2 songs you didn't want on there, or was that going to go on?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
No, they all belong on there.
Well, what made you feel like you just wanted a 10-song album, or what was the reason you didn't want them on there?
I think sometimes fantasy doesn't fit reality, and I was fantasising about having a shortish record and 10 songs, but it just didn't work out that way. But yeah, that's right. This is what it is.
What's set for the rest of the year after the tour?
Well, I'm doing Laneway next year, so just prepare for that.
Do you enjoy doing festivals?
I do, yeah, I do. Oh yeah, they're a whole bunch of fun, and it's pretty exciting, you know, playing in front of that many people, and there's a really big vibe of the day, and it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Is there any chance in future, not near future at all, of Magic Dirt getting together and just someone filling in for Dean?
I doubt it.
Doubt it?
Yeah.
You just don't feel you could do it?
You know, never say never, but can't see it happening.
Who do you feel would be a good fill-in as a tribute?
Yeah, I haven't even thought about it. No, I haven't even thought about it, so I couldn't really tell you.
More like a one-off show would be really nice, I reckon.
We get a lot of people asking, but that's really nice. And, you know, there's a lot of dedicated fans. I'm sure that would love to see something like that, but it's not really in our hearts to do it. Yeah.
Probably best for you anyway.
Yeah, we'll just
focus
feel
on
our
this
way.
stuff right now.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your time.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thanks, Dando.
And good luck with your gig tonight.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching On The Scene.
Yeah.